Hi, today we're going to talk about Form W4 and we are going to understand how we are going to create PDFs and automation from this particular form. As you can see, this is a W4 form which I've created over here. And once the user fills in all the details in this form and they click on submit, the responses will go to the responses side of the database over here. I'm looking to create PDFs and automation whenever a new entry will appear in the database. And I want to create an automated system to create the PDF out of this. For this, I'll be using the tool known as PDF output. This tool helps me create PDF files on automation with the help of a Google document and a Notion database. So Notion database is where all the information will be contained and a Google document is where I'll be editing the document to convert to PDF files. You can create any documents at scale such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates or even quotations that you want to generate on a day-to-day basis on our business. Let's click on create PDF and quickly sign in and then we will see every automation step that needs to be done to create the PDF for this process. So once you sign in, the very first thing which you need to do is you need to add a Notion database. So I have this database available over here which I need to connect to be converted to PDFs. So let's click on add Notion database and now I should be able to add a database over here. So let me copy this database title which I already have on my account, and once it is copied I need to enter it inside the selection window. Click on select pages and put the database inside the search pages, and I should be able to select the particular form from this drop down. So whenever you are adding any database or a form, simply enter it inside the search pages and then add it. Do not select the same from the top level pages that you see over here, because if you do that, the experience will not be smooth and the database will not be added up correctly. Alongside that, if your form also contains any relation properties, so let's say form W4 contains relation properties and it is connected with database A and database B, I also need to add database A and database B inside the search pages so that the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller values appear correctly in the document. Otherwise, the relation and roller values will not be visible in the document created. And once everything is set up, click on allow access. Now you should be able to see form W4 in the drop down in this particular window. So let us wait for a few seconds as it is loading. And if you click on the drop down, you should be able to see the form W4 populate over here. If it is not showing, simply reload the database once or twice and your database should definitely be visible. Okay. Sometimes it takes a while to load the database. So please click on reload database and have patience. It should definitely be visible in the drop down over here. Now, if you scroll down, you should be able to see the properties of the particular form. So let it load once again and we should be able to see the properties. If you scroll down, you should be able to see all the properties of the particular form which you have loaded up from here. Okay. It's time to add a document. So click on add Google document. If you already have a form W4 template available on your drive, you can go with an existing document and choose any existing document that would be available on your drive. I don't have any existing document available, so what I will instead do is I will go with a demo document and it will create me a sample document with all the placeholders automatically created. So you can see every placeholder of the database has automatically been added up over here. So we have the address field, we have the withholding field, filing status, receipt by field. So everything that you see inside the database is already a part of the placeholder over here. So anything that you see inside double curly brackets like the address field, it will be mapped to the address column when the PDF will be created, and all the values from the address will be fetched and it will be placed onto the specific property. Similarly, employee name will be fetched from the employee name that we have over here, and all other fields will be mapped and fetched as per that. Okay. If you want to manually add any property, so let's say I want to add SSN number, I can click on copy. It will copy the SSN, and I can go to the document anywhere where I want to add it, and I can simply use Control V or Command V. Okay. So you can simply use Control V or Command V. It will copy and paste the property directly inside the document. Similarly, if I want to add employee name, click on copy, go to the document wherever you want to add it, and simply use Control V or Command V and the property is pasted. So you can copy paste every property that you want onto the document and all the mappings will be done for you. Okay. Next step is I want to define how the PDF file will be named. In order to define the PDF file naming convention, I can go with employee name. This is how I want to name the file. Okay. So I will select employee name from the drop down and all my PDFs will be named as per this. And if you scroll to the right side, you will see two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, the PDF will be created for those specific records and then they will be stored in the PDF file column over here. So make sure before you're generating the PDF, set the records as ready to generate whatever you want to convert to PDF and the PDF will directly be stored in the PDF file column for a use case. Let's click on download PDF, and it will start downloading the PDF onto the downloads folder, as well as it will save the PDF right inside this PDF file column. So the first file is already out, and you can see the PDF created over here. Click on this and you should be able to see all the properties that were mapped with the values fetched from the database. So every property that we had added from the database have already been replaced, and it has been mapped correctly to the database values. Let's open up the second record. We should be able to see the same pattern repeat over here, and all the properties have again been mapped from the database values. So we just created two documents side by side where all the fields were correctly mapped and the values were replaced from the database. Now, if you want to automate this solution, you can just simply click on Setup Notion Automation, and this will run the automation to generate PDF forever, which means now you do not need to use PDF output to set up everything from scratch again to generate the PDF. Once everything works correctly, just whenever a user will click on Submit and a new entry will appear over here, you simply need to mark the records as ready to generate, and the PDF will be created directly inside the database. So all you need to do is whenever a user will click on submit and the new entry appears, simply set it to ready to generate, and the PDF will directly be created in the PDF file column. This makes the process really easy and convenient, as all the automations happen directly inside the database and everything works precisely the way you expect, and the PDF is created directly over here. So this eliminates the need to use PDF output to set up everything from scratch to create the PDF, as everything happens live inside the database, and it works 24/7 365 days to generate a PDF for you directly inside the database. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have any questions on this, use this chat bubble and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to address the same as soon as I see it. Or else you can go to the bottom of the home page where you have this contact window available, and you can send me an email right away with your queries on the same. You can even book a free demo session where I'll be guiding you step by step on how to use this tool and take the best advantage out of the automation available. That is it for the demonstration. I hope you start using PDF output to automate your entire process, and you can see it has started processing this particular document, and it will create the PDF directly over here in the database. This is how wonderful this automation is, as it works live and it processes the document directly into the database whenever you need it. Okay.